Come on. Come on. You can do it. That's a big boy. Come on. Yay! Good boy. Yay! Hey y'all. How are you doing today? It is a hot one here. It's already like, I'm pretty sure 100 degrees. And it's 10:30. It's so hot. So, anyway, this video is going to be a little bit different. Houston's birthday is coming up this week. And I am videoing this before his birthday. But anyway, his birthday is August 6th. And I just wanted to take a minute and kind of share his story with you all. Daniel and I don't think we've ever talked to, well, maybe just a little bit, but it would have been a long time ago because we really didn't do much with Armstrong Homestead when Houston was actually born. The channel was not much of a channel yet. And so anyway, I want to talk about Houston. I'm going to start from the very beginning until now. I'm going to show you some clips along the way that no one has ever seen. Yeah, this is just going to be all about Houston because he is turning 10 years old. It's so weird that he's going to be 10 years old. I literally still look at him sometimes and see a toddler. But anyway, so I'm going to go back to the very beginning. We had Weston, we had Emily, and we were at that. We didn't plan on having any more kids. I really hope you can hear me because that wind chime decided to just take off. We had decided after Emily no more kids, and then it was almost time, you know, for me to go back to work. I'd been staying at home with them, and I'm so sorry. Sounds beautiful, but it's a little distracting. So anyway, I had been home for several years, stayed home with them and with Emily and Wes. Of course, Wes was in school. Emily was fixing to start school. We're just in that phase, that stage of, do we want to have another one? Because if we're going to have another one, now's the time. I had a deadline. I did not want any kids after I was 30. And at this time, I was like 28, 29-ish. So we were getting really close to that. And also, you know, I wasn't going to just stay home, you know, while both my kids were in school. So I was going to go back to work. Ultimately, we decided to just kind of see what happened. We got off birth control. I want to say that was in July. And in November, we got pregnant with Houston. I wanted the boys to kind of have the last part of their first name to kind of sound the same. Weston is W-E-S-T-O-N. And so I wanted something similar to that for Houston. And it just so happened that Daniel's best friend's middle name is Houston. And so we went with Houston. And I really liked the name. I was watching a movie one day, and this kid's name on the movie was Sawyer. And I was like, oh, I love that name. Sawyer Arms. That won't work. Yeah, I got super, I got super bummed when it did not sound good with our last name. So we went with Houston Phillip. Phillip is Daniel's daddy's name, and so that's where Houston's name came from. I decided that I did a lot of research, and I like to do pretty natural childbirth. I don't get epidurals. I was very afraid of needles, and when I was pregnant with Weston, they actually showed me the epidural needle, and so from that point on, I was like, no. I had, you know, a little bit of pain medicine in my IV with the kids, but with Houston, with the first two, but with Houston, I wanted to do something very different, and I wanted to have a water birth with him.
We're starting to run into each other.
Now, we don't live close to like a big city. Oklahoma City's the closest, and I would say it's a good, wind just decides to pick up. And we live about 2 hours from Oklahoma City, so that really wasn't feasible for me to have a doctor up there and drive all the way up there to have Houston. Especially, I have babies pretty fast.
Feel better?
Oh my gosh.
Silly question. He's pretty good size.
Oh. It was just kind of too risky. Thought about having him here at our house. But there again, we are far from, we're at least 30, 45 minutes from, a bigger hospital. And I didn't want to risk that in case something happened. So, long story short, I found, I thought it would be a really pretty setting and not distracting. And
I'm going to get two. Okay, I'll hang on to that. Right there.
did y'all take your camera? I'm not taking pictures.
We're going to dry your legs off, but I'm going to do a little bit of cord blood here.
Anyway, found a doula out of Oklahoma City that would rent a pool out to people. And of course it's just like a big pool you could like blow up for your little toddlers on the patio or your dogs or whatever. Just put air in it and blow it up, fill it up with water. This one came with a plastic liner, and to be obviously more sanitary. I actually had Houston at the Chickasaw Nation Medical Center. It was the brand new hospital at the time. Yeah, I actually, earlier on in my pregnancy, I had told my midwife what I was wanting, and I said, do we need to get permission? And she was like, let's not ask for permission, because if we ask, they probably tell us no, because no one had done it there before. And so she said, just bring it with you and tell them that's what you want to do when you go into labor. I said, gotcha, okay. So that's what we did. And Daniel set up the pool in there while I labor, and they ended up, every one of my babies, my water had to be broke. And so as soon as that happens to me, within an hour, my babies are born. Less than an hour usually. I had Houston in a pool in the hospital. It was amazing. I will show you a few clips. I'm not going to show you all the clips because, I say a few things and I'm very loud because I had no pain medication. I didn't do anything. I didn't even want like an IV in my wrist, but they made me get that just in case of an emergency. So I had a port in my wrist, but I labored and walked and labored in the water. Daniel ended up getting in with me, and anyway, it was wonderful. My brother actually cut the cord. You want to do it?
You just come right over here by me. So you're not going to have anything that's not...
No.
Okay, I'll scoot around. You're just going to go right between the metal and the plastic, just above my fingers. It's tougher than it looks. Got you right in the face. Whoops.
The way Daniel was sitting in the pool with me, he couldn't reach to cut Houston's cord, and it was the most amazing experience. It was, the water acted as a natural drug, and really just took care of everything for me. It was amazing. That was one of the best experiences I've had. Daniel thinks I'm weird because I really enjoyed the labor part. I think it's really loud, so I feel like I have to stop talking. Yeah, Daniel thinks something's wrong with me because I enjoyed labor. Not in the sense of I like pain, but in the sense of it's very empowering when, I didn't have an epidural and I did it by myself. That I like that. That, I don't know, just makes me feel good. I'm weirdo, I know. But you have any questions about that, shoot me some comments or some emails. I do check the AFH podcast at yahoo.com email quite frequently. So if you will, email me there. And if you have any questions or want to know, I actually had him, I didn't want to have any babies after I was 30. And he was actually due 15 days before I turned 30. So he barely made the cut. I tell him that all the time. He was a very easy baby. I say easy other than the fact that he didn't sleep through the night forever. First night he slept through the night, he was 7 months old, and he didn't do it again for another 5 months. But he was a very easy baby. I called him my go baby. Weston was 10 years older than him by the time he was born. And so Weston was very involved in sports. So we literally just football practices and football games and baseball and basketball. Anyway, we were just always going. And so yeah, he was my go baby. He was very good about traveling, and he was just a very easy baby, thankfully. Then he just developed into this little old man.
You like goats?
Yeah.
You have goats?
Yeah.
Where's your goats?
Over there.
Say my goats.
My goat.
I don't know. He is so wonderful and amazing, and that boy loves his daddy for sure. He turned into a daddy's boy probably, I would say, around the age of 3, 4, 5-ish. Daniel obviously had started the garden and doing all those things outside, and Houston was stuck to me for several years, the first several years, and then there was like this shift, and I tell Daniel he stole him from me.
Yank it.
Really, man? Really, man?
Whoa.
Oh, what'd you get that time? Looky there.
Is that a regular fish?
A regular fish. That's what we're after.
I love seeing their relationship and how Houston is just like his little mini human being, and yeah, it's just been so fun to watch him grow, and he's so smart about gardening and now tortoises and fish. Oh, the fish, we love the fishing. We love the turtles and all the outdoor stuff, and I'm so glad. I mean, I would say for the most part, all 3 of our kids love the outdoors.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, there's just 3.
Really?
When were they born?
Born next year.
No, they were born last night.
They were
Huh?
born last night.
Yes.
Look at that doing. Look over there.
What is it?
That goat is creeping.
It's creeping?
Yeah.
But Houston he's my baby.
Is that Mama? Houston. No. Is that Mama?
Mama.
Mama. Yes. Mama. Yes. Is that Mama? Do it again. Huh?
The kids always give me a hard time and say Weston's my favorite and Emily is Daniel's favorite. But what I always tell the kids is Weston's my favorite first baby, Emily's my favorite daughter, and Houston's my favorite baby. And that will always remain true. I will never admit to anything different. I don't care what anybody says. Happy birthday to Houston. And I'm gonna put in some clips of my favorite videos of him.
I like it. Oh my goodness.
Easy.
No.
Yeah, some of them are hilarious. Hopefully there's one that I hope Daniel can find where he falls out of a tree. It is the funniest thing. It sounds terrible, and he was fine. But it is so funny.
Knocking the mud out from under that bottom plate.
I'm gonna jump down.
You're gonna jump down?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm doing it.
I don't think that was a jump. I think that was a fall. Are you alright?
But yes, I hope you all enjoy this video. Love my baby. He is wonderful, and I could not imagine life without him. The song of the video, I'm gonna go with Bye Boy Baseball, because first of all, that was Houston's first favorite Granger song. He loved that song. But I literally look at him, and he's my last baby, and so all the things that all his last first are like they're happening right now, and so yeah, it's a little. I'm not sad. I just he's just the baby, and I'm not really worried because I don't think he plans on ever leaving here. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but at the moment, I don't see him venturing off very far from us. So Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. Go listen to Bye Boy Baseball by Granger Smith. I know I've shared that song with you before, not on this channel, but on AFH. Go enjoy that song. It's wonderful. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And guys, as always, do your best.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up, 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 I rose so high, like the diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, all night long, twinkle, twinkle is my song.
Oh my goodness. What are you doing to your head, Houston?
Oh, it's a big bass.
It is. Hang up here.
Holy
Hang
cow.
over here.
That thing is...
Oh, looky there. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Holy
Looky
cow,
there.
that was a big fight.
Don't fall down. You know, looky here. You hooked him in the side of the head.
That is huge.
That's why he was fighting even more. I found something today that really made me think of you. I was out looking around. Any guesses what it might be?
Baby turtle? Is that my deer?
I don't know, is it?
Oh my gosh. No.
Don't cry, buddy. Why are you crying?
My deer.
It is your deer. I found it today. I've been looking ever since you shot him. And I finally found him.
Okay, so I have something to say. Ed Kirkpatrick, come over here. I want to thank you for how much you've done to my life. You didn't need to do that stuff. You're such a good friend.
You know, I've tried to live my life believing in Christ. And one thing good book says is give when you can give. And so I try to give of myself to everybody. And there's not too many material things I need anymore. So if I can help you grow, become a better man, that's what I'll do.
Let me see.